Welcome to Ski Talk. I'm Tom from SkisDotCom, and today I'm joined by Travis from Rossignol. How's it going, Trav?
I'm great, Tom. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you guys for joining us. Today we've got an awesome series of boots from Rossignol to share with you, the AllTrack Women's.
Yeah, what we've got here is the 102 lasted AllTrack women's boot. We're starting off with the 70 here. We've got the 80 right here, and Tom, I believe you got the 90 there. But what we're looking at is similar to the men's. We've got our sensor grid technology, sensor spine technology, so you get a really good fit with the shell, and you've shaven off some weight, so it's a little bit lighter boot, but really meant for a good combination between performance and comfort.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that 102 millimeter last, it's definitely walking that fine line between not too wide, not too narrow.
Correct. Yeah, 102. It's just easy to get in and out of, and lets that foot just kind of spread out a little bit more. Comfort is the key here.
Absolutely. And you guys do add some other pretty cool performance features as well, whether they be for just kind of cruising around the parking lot easily or for that more adventurous skier, starting with that ski hike feature.
We sure do. We've got a full metal action right on the back here, and what that does is it gives you a 24 degrees full range of motion from 90 degrees straight up. It's great whether, like you said, whether you're going in the parking lot or if you're trying to be adventurous and go off-piste.
And to that, you guys actually add some rubberized soles, so you get really good traction when you're walking around as well.
Yeah, whether you're walking around in the lodge or the bar area or wherever you want to be, you're not going to be slipping around, which is great.
So starting with that 70, we get a thermo opti-sensor aligner in there. So it is customizable to some degree?
Right, it's sectional, you got your tongue in your ankle pocket and so forth, heat moldability, and then, couple that with full metal buckles, all micro adjustable, just a good, beginning boot to get going.
So what type of skier would we expect to see in that? 70?
Being a 70 flex 102, I would say maybe a first time buyer, adult women's buyer, or maybe a tweener that's looking for something to get into but wants some forgiveness as well.
Awesome. So from there we jump up to the 80, which we get a couple of cool upgrades in this.
We sure do. We kind of amp up the liner a little bit. We go to the 3D liner. The 3D liner, we're going to full customizable heat moldability, and then we're also adding in some Thinsulate to warm you up.
Which, for those of you who don't know what Thinsulate is, it's one of the lightest and warmest insulators out there, so you're getting a super toasty liner in this boot.
That's correct.
And again, for the 80, what level of skier are we going to see in that?
We're going to notch up a little bit, something that maybe you get out first thing in the morning. I would say solid intermediate rider, looking to advance their game a little bit.
Awesome. So it's a boot that you can really be a strong skier in and push yourself to get better.
Correct, yep. From
there, we jump up to the 90, which is the one I'm holding, which this kind of gets into your a little bit more aggressive lady, right?
Definitely. Again, we beef up the liner a little bit more heat moldability to it. We're adding in some comfort features too, with a little bit longer cut fleece there, and then again Thinsulate on this as well. But jumping up to that 90 flex, you're definitely top tier, I would say.
Absolutely, and kind of to tie into that, you guys do the full rubber clad middle here too. So this is for the lady that really is going to go hike around up at the top and maybe want to earn some turns.
Definitely the more adventurous type of girl for sure.
Awesome, so that pretty much sums it up. Whether you're just getting your first set of boots and you want something that's going to take you far, or you're looking to really charge and explore the entire mountain, you can definitely stop by SkisDotCom, check out the AllTrack 70, 80, or 90. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.